So over here on the left we have the iPhone 6 Plus, and over here on the right we have the iPhone 8 Plus. So this was the very first version of the Plus model iPhone, and so far this is the very last version of the Plus model iPhone. If you have this phone, do you think it's worth the upgrade to the 8, or should you wait until the 10? Well, a lot has changed since the 6, but design is definitely not one of them. They both have the same basic design philosophy with your home button. This obviously is not a home button, it's the capacitive button, and this still has the click. On the back, no more is the aluminum on the iPhone 8 Plus. They have went to glass. Glass allows the iPhone 8 Plus to have wireless charging. It also allows it to now crack in the back, just like the old iPhone 4 and 4S used to. iPhone 6 has the aluminum. No wireless charging there, but a little more durable, but it is scratch prone. Up on the top here, you see we have the dual camera setup, which allows you to have a normal lens and a telephoto lens, which gives you the bokeh effect when you take portrait mode photos. And over here we have the standard single lens shooter. Obviously the camera's gotten better over the years. The iPhone 8 Plus ranks just as good as the Note 8 right now, according to DxOMark, but obviously they rank better in different categories. So of course you'll be taking better photos with the iPhone 8 Plus than the iPhone 6 Plus. Internals, obviously, the years make a difference. The new 8 Plus has the new Apple A11 Bionic chip, which is the same chip that's going to be inside the iPhone 10, which actually, when I'm recording this, the pre-order is in just a few short hours. The iPhone 6 is significantly slower, just due to the age. Other than that, really, you have about the same things. Control Center and iOS 11 obviously has changed. iOS 11 is a way more polished version of iOS compared to the other iterations. Honestly, from being an Android guy for a very long time, I am very satisfied with iOS 11. It does a lot of things great. You have Force Touch on all the controls. You go up, down, whatever you need to do. Brings up more options. And on the iPhone 6 Plus, you do not have Force Touch. Force Touch was introduced in the 6S lineup and the telephoto lens in the 7 Plus lineup. So really, should you upgrade to the iPhone 8 if you have the iPhone 6? Yeah, probably. I mean, I can't tell you right now what the iPhone 10 is going to be like. There is a ton of hype around it. Everyone is probably waiting for it. But in all honesty, the iPhone 8 Plus may be the true winner for the iPhone lineup this year. Only because usually any first model of a phone is going to come with some problems. So this is going to be the first iPhone, the iPhone 10 that has the Face ID. You get Retina Touch ID. The vertical camera setup, a lot has changed, and it could be buggy, or it might be perfect, you don't know just yet. This phone may come out on top just because they have this design which is tried and true. It's worked for several years now. It's still great. You know, you don't have the borderless display like Samsung is doing or the Essential phone is doing, but you have a great Retina display. You have tons of nice screen real estate. Same as on the 6. Obviously the display is a little better. The Force Touch definitely makes a difference. Waterproofing. No, you don't have a headphone jack like you used to. But with wireless headphones and all that sort of things, you know, people obviously have had a conniption about no headphone jack. But again, just like USB-C, headphone jack is going to be a legacy item. It is not going to be around forever with the wave of digital audio. So it's just going to be bound to happen. You have Apple AirPods, you have Bluetooth headphones, which every year are getting better and better. So honestly, if you don't want to shell out $1,000 for the iPhone 10 and you're looking to upgrade to the better phone, this phone has the same internals as the iPhone 10. The only real difference is the iPhone 10 has the full display. It has Face ID in the top, and it also has dual OIS, where on this phone, the back camera has just single OIS in the main camera. Other than that, everything else is pretty much going to be the same. The iPhone 10 is going to be a little bit smaller. This obviously has the same footprint as the 6. I mean, you can look at them side by side. They are basically identical all the way around, besides the headphone jack. You know, even the antenna bands line up. What is nice, which I have noticed on the iPhone 8 Plus, is there is no antenna bands in the back. They're just right on the corners because glass actually lets the signal come through the back, whereas aluminum does not, and that is why you have to have the antenna bands. Just another little neat feature. I don't even know if you call it a feature, but just a neat little design choice is you don't have all the regulatory information like you do on the 6 down here, so it's a nice clean aesthetic. I went with the white color on the 8 Plus just because I know black glass, like I had on my Note 8, is an absolute fingerprint magnet. Tonight I'll be also ordering the white iPhone 10 just because if you don't rock a case, if you like having the naked phone, it'll look better. You won't have to wipe it down with a microfiber cloth every 5 to 10 minutes. Makes for a great looking device all along. So really, it's gonna come down to if you're willing to shell out the $1,000 and take a gamble on the latest technology, again, I'd say go for it. But if you want to stick with the tried and true, you like the design language, you still want the same high quality internals that the iPhone 10 is going to have, iPhone 8 could be a great choice. And who knows, the iPhone 10 may have bugs, it may have problems, and people might come back to the iPhone 8. I know I was just reading an article saying that the sales for the 8 haven't been that great, because a lot of people are probably waiting for the 10, but who knows, after the release, people are saying some people might not get their hands on the iPhone 10 until the spring of 2018. And if that's the case, you'll see a lot of customers go to the 8 Plus just because they want that upgrade, because they want those extra features, they want wireless charging, they want waterproofing, and they don't want to wait or spend the money on the 10. So really, I'd say if you don't have a 7, the 8 is worth it, especially if you don't want to shell out money for the 10. So this is my video as to why you should or shouldn't get the iPhone 10 or 8 for that matter. iPhone 8 is a great choice if you're coming from an iPhone 6 or 6S. If you have a 7, it might not be worth it. You might want to wait a little bit to get the 10. You might just keep it, wait till you have the second version of the 10 where the bugs might be a little more ironed out. Face ID may be a little more foolproof. But other than that, the 8 is a great device. I've used it for my daily driver now since it came out, actually. And the only reason I'm going to be getting rid of it is to hopefully get my hands on the 10 November 3rd. So with that, this is JD TechWorks again. Hoping to see you guys again for another video. As always, if you did appreciate the video, if you did learn something, please share it, please leave me a like, and please subscribe to my channel for some more great quality videos in the near future. Alright guys, see you later.